Hello, fellow nerds. My name is Taylor Salen, and welcome to another special edition of Nerd News Weekly. This week we had a bombshell of a news piece, so we're going to spend most of our efforts today talking about that. But with that said, we're still going to try to get it done in under 5 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and start that timer now. So this week, Phil Lord and Chris Miller, directors of the upcoming Han Solo standalone spin-off, Star Wars saga movie, announced that they have decided to leave the project due to creative differences. Here's the statement they released. Unfortunately, our vision and process weren't aligned with our partners in this project. We normally aren't fans of the phrase, quote-unquote, creative differences. But for once, the cliche is true. We are really proud of the amazing and world-class work of our cast and crew. So, with that said, it felt as if the decision was amicable, or however you want to say it. It was a mutual decision. But then immediately after, the news came out that they had actually been fired. Now, the source of this, according to inside reports, is that from the very beginning, Lord and Miller were sort of clashing with Kathleen Kennedy. Lucasfilm is very much a well-oiled machine at this point, and their shooting style is much different from the way that Lucasfilm likes to do things, in the sense that they're very much more about improv on the set, sort of freewheeling shooting, catching those brilliant moments that they happen to get in their movies while on set. That apparently didn't go down too well with Kathleen Kennedy and Lawrence Kasdan, who wrote the movie. And at first they sort of let it go, hoping that things would work out. But eventually, tensions sort of started to brew on set. And I think the idea was that sort of started to find its way into the movie. Apparently, it was a little bit too comedic than what they were looking for, in a sort of the serious, quote unquote, but still fun Star Wars universe that they're trying to set up now with these spin-offs. With that said, I have to say that, if you're going to hire guys like Lord and Miller, you pretty much know what you're going to get. You're hiring comedy directors. I mean, the guys, have pretty good instincts. As far as I'm concerned, they haven't really made a bad movie yet. Both 21 and 22 Jump Street are comedy masterpieces, in my opinion. The Lego Movie is amazing as well, with so much heart. And of course, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. And if you guys haven't seen that, you need to go check it out, because that is a really amazing little masterpiece that they have going there, that's pretty underrated, in my opinion. So, there's all these sort of things brewing. And, this is really shocking because it's unprecedented for directors to be fired like this while shooting is still happening. I mean, they still have multiple weeks of production left. In the report, they said that they had started production in February and also had planned some reshoots in the end of the summer. And that sort of is something that's kind of weird, because usually, while you're in the middle of the production, taking a director off a project is sort of like, taking the conductor away from a runaway train. It doesn't really help things and only makes it worse. So it's quite interesting to see how this is going to play out. They said that they'd announce a new director shortly. Ron Howard apparently is in the mix to finish off directing this film, and it's going to be interesting to see how they handle things as far as what footage they've already shot that they're going to keep and stuff that they're going to reshoot and change. So those are all interesting variables that should hopefully start to reveal themselves very soon. So with that said, I of course would love to hear you guys' comments and concerns and all that stuff. Let me know what you guys think about the video in the comments below. Looking for feedback. Anything you guys do or don't like. Do or don't like. See, I can't fucking talk. I'm sure you guys probably want me to practice more. But, you can find all my work at ageofthenerd.com. You can also find my personal stuff at salemfilm.com. And we will see you guys next time.